Hello Floss Tube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa, the unique stitcher here on Floss Tube. I wanted to see how you all are doing, and I wanted to make this little update just to see, so you can see how I'm doing. We have a lot of progress on a lot of things, and some FFOs on that are fully finished, and I have a fantastic finish this month that I am so proud of. So let's go ahead and get started. I will show you what I have here in front of me. I have a whole pile of stuff just to show you. Most of all, these are just the works in progress. I do not have any haul this month, except for a few skeins of floss, which is no big deal. So let's get started. I will start off with my FFOs to get those out of the way. My first one is What Lies Beneath. And I framed this myself, so it's a little off, but I'm happy with it. This is stitched on 18 count oatmeal from Loops and Threads from Michaels. I did frame this myself, and here's the back. I put the name of the project, who's it by, the day I started it, and the day and finished it, plus my name. That way it's already on there. Everything's there. All I gotta do, if I don't have my X-Stitch app open, I can find it here. So that's What Lies Beneath from Ink Circles. And that's that one. The second one is the 12 Doctor Who's by Pixel Power Design. This is stitched on 18 count, dyed by me. I started this on January 18th, 2017, and I finished it on 2/6/2017. So that didn't take me that long to finish this. But there's all 12 doctors. And again, finished and framed by me. Okay, my next one is Home of a Needleworker 2 by Little House Needleworks. This is 18 count, again, oatmeal, Ada, by Loops and Thread. Started on 4/12/2017 and I finished it on 4/25/2017. So not even a month to finish this. I did leave out a few of the things, like the little bits and bobs down here, and then I left out the borders and the little house that goes right there. I did, however, put orange DMC 51 in there because I liked how it went from yellowed orange to red. I really did enjoy doing this one. I did, the words worked up really fast for me. However, the house took the longest. And that is that one from there. Now, my finish, my fantastic finish that I think is fantastic, that took me over a year, and it took me a year and a month to finish this. Hold on. Took me a year and 1 month, and it is my Heaven and Earth Magnificent or Evil Queen. Here's the bottom of it, and it goes on the top. She is 20 inches long, done on 18 count white Ada. Isn't she beautiful? I think she's beautiful. I am glad to finally get her finished. This is my first Heaven and Earth design that finish. I have a few other ones in progress that are going slow. So I'm glad to finally get this one done. And that is that one. And that is all my finishes and FFOs for the month. I got into a framing mood, and I really, really, really wanted to frame things, but I hadn't been able to get frames. That's the most expensive part for me, is the frames. So I went to Hobby Lobby, and they had 50% off of wall hanging frames. And those, so I got I think 7 frames for $18. That's not a bad price for me. So I was like, okay, I'll get those. So now I just got to find projects that will fit into those frames. I do have one more, or I have 2 more of the small 5x7 ones, because I plan on doing the other parts of the series to What Lies Beneath. It's the Bad Neighborhood series by Ink Circles. And that's what I forgot to grab over here. Okay, I wanted to do those so they'll fit into the same size frames as the other 2, or the other one I did. And I still need to get Upstairs, Downstairs, and Hazardous Water. Those are the 2 that I'm missing in that series. So, but I've got the first one in this, which is the Miracle Grow, which this is my progress on Miracle Grow. I will put a picture of here of what it will look like when it's done, and here's what it looks like now. Well, as I just showed, I'm doing something a little different. The truck was a teal color like my Heaven and Earth designs, and since I like orange and I was tired of the teal color, I changed the color of the truck to orange. 720 actually, to be precise, which is kind of a autumny colored rustic red, or orange I mean. But that's my progress on that. And then my stitch alongs this month, excuse me, I'm getting it all folded up here so you can see it, was May. And in Ingleside Imaginarium, I'll put a picture of what it looked like here. Prior to May, where I started at. And this is what it looks like now. And May is called the Fairy Dragon. She's really, really small, sitting on a big emerald. I thought she was pretty because it was green. And emerald is one of my favorite months. Not my birth month, but favorite month. One of them anyway. So I thought she was really cute. And this is by Ingleside Imaginarium on Etsy. You can find that and buy the pattern there. And it is a stitch along. So each month you will get a piece. Each month will come out with a different dragon. Different colored dragon. And so that's where she is now. Okay. And my second stitch along that I have, that I am so far behind that I'm not going to get caught up before it finishes, because it started in August and I'm just now getting to November's. So here we go. And this, I will put a picture of how it looked here. Before, and this is what it looks like now. For the whole month of, since the last time that I saw you guys, I have worked on August block, which is this one right here, which is a Pegasus. I worked on the Wizard, which is September's. I thought he was so cute. And then I also worked on October's. Excuse me, let me get the fabric fixed here. And she's a little witch with the spider and pumpkins. So my next block will be November's, which is right here, which has already been released. And I will get that finished and keep on going with this one. And that is by Lakeside Needlecraft, that's their Fantasy South from 2016. And it's very pretty. I like it. The border is just taking me a little longer than what I would like to do. And then again, speaking of Lakeside Needlecraft, they started a new free stitch along called the Tea and Cake Stitch Along. And I decided to do this on a fabric dyed by myself with lemon, some teal, and some orange. It's 18 count. Then I also used DMC 51, the variegated thread that's got the orange, the yellow, and the red. And here it is. Since it's just started, I did the border and I did the first block of cake. And again, this is by Lakeside Needlecraft. And I believe the designer is Doreen Jones, which is also the designer of the Fantasy South. So, I think it's really cute. And there was only 6 individual blocks. So that's that one. That was really pretty though. I started late with the frame. I got it done in a day and a half. It was real nice though. Stitched up kind of real quick and everything. So that's great. Now, one of my whips that I've been working on for a while now is Ursula Michaels' Let's Marry. I will put a picture in of what it looked like here. And a picture of what it should look like when it's done. This one is giving me nothing but trouble. I have done 5 of these already. 1 for myself, 2 for my husband's grandparents, which one burnt up in a fire they had this past year, and then one that burnt, or I had to replace it, so I had to do it again. Then I did one for his cousin's marriage last year and his aunt's marriage. So those are my 5 that I've done. I've also did one for my husband and myself. And now I'm doing one for his father and his new wife. So 6 of them is a little much for me. Usually I don't do patterns more than once. But you know, this is usually is a really quick stitch up. So, but here it is, my progress. And that's what it looks like now. I'm having to fudge some of this in here because somewhere I got off right here, which is fine. It will come out at the end here. But that's what it looks like. I'm trying to get the second bell done. And then I just got to do the ribbon and the names and the date, and then it will be done. I'm trying to do this for Christmas. So I'm doing a little bit at a time, so that I'm not so stressed out about giving it to him for Christmas. It will be done this year for Christmas. It wasn't in the cards to give it to him last year. Last project was a random act of kindness that somebody gave me. It was from the new Heaven and Earth Designs Facebook group. You can put your name in on the list for a rack, and anybody can rack whoever they want. I was racked a Story Keep of Spider's Queen, which is, I will put a picture here. of what it's supposed to look like when it's finished. And this is my progress now. This is done on 18 count Aida by Loops and Thread. And this will look really pretty when she's done. Anyway, so that is how she looks. Now, there has been some stuff going around Facebook. You know, I want to thank everybody who liked my Heaven and Earth, my Evil Queen. I was really appreciative of that. If any of you watch my videos, I want to say thank you, because that, to the bottom of my heart, was very... It took a long time for me to get that finished, and your kind words were really, really dear to me. So I want to thank everybody that did comment, and then I want to thank everybody for watching my videos, and you have a very good afternoon and good stitchy time. Bye.